Today, I'm going to explain everything you need to know about the Jason universe. What exactly is the Jason universe? What's going on with the TV show? Is adult Jason actually going to be in the show? And are we ever going to get a new movie? It's been 16 years since Friday the 13th fans got to watch Jason on the big screen. While I have some complaints about the Jason universe and this entire rollout, it's still nice to have Jason back in the conversation. So before I get started, please drop a like and hit the subscribe button. But jumping straight into this, let's get to what exactly is the Jason universe. I could read the generic PR statement that they released, but long story short, just to summarize, this is an attempt at reviving the Friday the 13th brand in a way that skates around all the copyright issues they've been dealing with, but falls short of actually giving the fans what they want. Now, I'm being a little cynical here, but to be fair and try to explain this a little bit more, basically, the Jason universe is this new umbrella where all of their merch, TV shows, shorts, haunted houses, anything related to Jason that they can legally create and sell without starting any new lawsuits, that's the Jason universe. And so far, what we have confirmed in the Jason universe is a TV show, which will be coming out soon, a vignette featuring adult Jason, which kind of sounds like it's just a glorified commercial for Angry Orchard, but we'll talk about that too, a Jason themed haunted house at Hollywood Horror Nights and Universal, and potentially a new movie and a video game. You can also buy t-shirts and a mug with this incredibly ugly Jason design. And on this note, I want to get this complaint out of the way at the start, because listen, I don't think this design is AI generated, but regardless, it's a complete embarrassment that they released this, okay? And again, let me say, I'm happy we're getting momentum with this franchise. I'm happy that there's some conversations happening, and I'm gonna give all of these projects a fair shake because I do love the Friday the 13th franchise, but I gotta call balls and strikes, all right? Right now, this whole thing reeks of corporate greed, and that design does not do them any favors. It doesn't look like there was any love or heart put into this design of Jason. It's as generic and as low effort as they could have possibly made it. It looks like a PS2 video game. Why is he just awkwardly standing in a random room? Why is he so brightly lit? And why, for the love of God, did you just copy and paste the same exact image over and over again in all the promotional stuff that we got for basically a full year? Come on, man. I put more effort into my shitty YouTube thumbnails than this. And so, before explaining more about the TV show, the vignette, and everything else that we're going to get, which all that could be very good for all I know, I just want to finish my rant about the Jason universe as a concept, because right now, they're treating this fan base like we're just dumb, brainless consumers who are just going to buy anything that you slap a hockey mask on. And to a degree, they're right. To a degree, they are correct in that, but they're doing it in such an out and about way that feels really nasty to me. Jason should not be in a commercial for an Angry Orchard hard drink. Like, I'm sorry, that's just watering down the character to a point that feels disrespectful. The problem with this and all the copyright shenanigans, which I'm not even going to attempt to explain the copyright issues with this franchise. They're just in a weird limbo spot, right? And it feels like as a result, they're trying to have their cake and eat it too. They know that, okay, we can't really give the fans what they actually want right now, which is a full-fledged theatrical release movie, but they still want to make money off this thing. So they're launching something where we can sell products, we can advertise Jason, and basically we're just going to milk the fans for whatever they have. And that's disappointing. Even if I am excited that we're getting some sort of Jason back in our lives, even if I am excited that this franchise could be doing something in the near future, right now it feels like a cheap cash grab. And they aren't working very hard to make it feel like it's not a cash grab, because again, look at the design they released. I have no idea why they released this in this condition, considering how much time they've had to make something better. Again, it's been 16 years. You're telling me no one had a better Jason design in 16 years? But I digress. We do have some images of what this design actually looks like in live action, and it's a bit better than you would have thought. So we'll get to that soon. Now let's talk about this TV show, okay? So Crystal Lake is going to be a Peacock exclusive, produced by A24. It's created by Brad Kane, who is filling in for Brian Fuller after he stepped down from production due to creative differences, they're saying. That already has me a little bit worried about this thing, but this is going to be a prequel story centering on Pamela Voorhees, who will be played by Linda Cardellini, and she's a very talented actress, so who knows? Maybe this thing will be interesting. Maybe this will actually be a very good TV show. There is going to be a younger Jason, played by Caleb Vinson, who is in the Chucky TV show. I haven't seen that show, so I can't say how good or bad of an actor he is, but again, I think this could be good, but I am a bit hesitant to see a younger human version of Jason, because I just don't think this is a backstory that any of us really needed or really wanted to see to begin with, right? It reminds me of Rob Zombie's Halloween, where we get the origins of Michael Myers, and it just feels unnecessary. I don't think this is what we wanted to see. And again, I hate to sound like such a hater in this video. I'm really not trying to be too pessimistic, but it just feels like we're milking the IP for everything they have left, right? And so the TV show, we don't have many details about it. We don't even have a release date yet, but it seems like the production is ramping up. Obviously, they've been casting already, and it's expected to start and end filming by October of this year. So we're going to get something new soon. It sounds like there's going to be adult Jason in the show some way. I don't know how that's going to be, probably in small doses, showing like where the story goes in the future. But for now, we don't know too much. I'm hesitantly going to be optimistic, but there's definitely a bunch of concerns that I have for this show before it even releases. And moving into our next topic, which is what everyone is here for, honestly, where the hell is Jason? Where is adult Jason? When are we going to get full-fledged adult Jason, what everyone wants to see? We're going to get a peek at adult Jason in this upcoming vignette called Sweet Revenge that's releasing on August 13th. This is basically a short film. It will be releasing on the Jason Universe YouTube channel, as well as the Angry Orchard channel, who is partnering to make this short vignette. And listen, man, I wouldn't expect too much from this. I'm expecting that this is going to be basically a big glorified commercial. It doesn't sound like it's going to really scratch that itch for Friday the 13th fans, but I will hold out hope. I will wait for August 13th to really judge it. I will say the Jason design, as I mentioned, looks a lot better in live action. At the end of the day, it is just a hockey mask and some raggy clothes, so it's hard to mess up, but it looks a lot better than people might have thought from that original design they showed us. Again, there's not that much to say about this vignette because all we have is a short trailer for it, and it's going to be a short film anyway, so I wouldn't expect too much from this. I wouldn't get your hopes too high, but maybe it'll be a little bit of fun to hold this over while we wait for an actual movie. Now, the big question is right there. When are we going to get a movie? At Comic-Con this weekend, we finally got somewhat of an answer where they said, quote, "I can tell you that a new sequel movie and a new sequel game are at the top of our list. It's where most of our energy is going right now. I can finally tell you we're in a position to deliver on that. We're not officially announcing with our partners today, but both are in the works and coming." So basically what they're saying here is we want to make a new movie, we want to make a new game, but we don't have anything concrete yet. We can't announce anything, but I do imagine we will get both of these things at some point, right? It only makes sense. That's going to be where the bulk of the money is, I'd imagine. The TV show and this vignette are probably just a way for them to gauge interest and, prove to executives that there's still a lot of fans for this franchise who will show up for a movie. But again, this is all just a little disappointing that it even came down to this. There's no reason why, if we were in a perfect world, we could have just skipped all this. Just skip the Jason Universe stuff, skip the TV show, skip this vignette, just jump straight into a new movie announcement. That's what we all want at the end of the day, with a full adult Jason. Cast a big giant stunt actor who's ready for this role. Release some badass teaser images of that Jason. Don't give us like a shitty 3D render or anything. Give us a legit actor in a Jason outfit. Release some teasers, feed us some details and trailers, and then drop the movie that everyone wants. Because right now, we have taken the most watered down and anticlimactic way to reintroduce Jason to the big screen. And I'm sure I'm not the only one who feels slightly annoyed by it. So look, I know I complained throughout most of this video. I honestly do think it's pretty warranted, but like I said a few times, I'm still going to give everything a fair chance, right? I'm still going to watch all this and give it a fair chance. I'm happy to even be making a video about Friday the 13th in 2025. And I also think it's important, though, we got to voice our complaints when they treat us with such obvious disinterest, right? Because again, so much of this Jason universe feels like a shameless cash grab, and we got to speak up on that. We got to voice our complaints. Otherwise, they'll think that it's okay to do that. And so that's just my opinion. Let me know in the comments what you think about the Jason universe and this upcoming TV show. Thank you for watching my video. Don't forget to drop a like and hit the subscribe button, and I'll have more videos coming soon.